All right, let's start this last one. Let's do this. Yeah, man. That's dandelion. Shit. Okay. Do this. It's funny, man. You mentioned Star Wars. So I was just like, oh, don't talk about it. I have a little bit of Star Wars uh, stuff in my, like in my IP. Obviously, it's not Star Wars, but essentially, like the whole story that I wrote was it was kind of all the stories that I ever wanted to work on, all the jobs I never got, for all the companies that I never worked for, and Yeah, so naturally, I have some Star Wars stuff that I would have loved to have worked on, but then I was just like, you know what? I'll tell those stories, and then I'll just make them my own. You know, name the characters. You know, give them their own names. Basically, just tell the story that I want to tell. That's part of the whole, me writing my own story. It was basically just everything I ever wanted to work on that I didn't get to, and then me asking myself, well, if I'm doing it, how would I do it, or how would I tell the story? Mm, that's how it came to be. But yeah, so I got some characters in there that are super dope, but it's all so convoluted that it's not even like I wouldn't think that it's even recognizable. Where like once I get to those character designs, like I don't think people would ever look at them and be like, oh yeah, he got that from Star Wars or something like that. Obviously, gotta avoid any further uh, the wrath of Disney. You know. There we go. Fuck yeah, that's what I wanted, man. I just wanted to show her with this dope ass cape draped around her, man. That little M Bison cape. Boom. Hell yeah. Yeah, man. I can't wait to get back to it. Working on my stuff. I've been talking about it a lot lately. It seems to be all I can think about, pretty much. But this study has been a long time coming, though. I bought this art book. I don't know how many years ago, and it was a heavy investment. It cost me uh, so much more than I could afford at that time. So I told myself, okay, one day I'm gonna make use of this and study it. So you know, for the past few months now that I'm here, it's like just see it through, just get it done. Because I think I only have like a couple pages left. Let me finish this up. I'll talk about the next, the however much work I have left on this, just so I can kind of get it in perspective for myself as well. But yeah, because the more I talk about my story, the more excited I get about bringing these characters to life. Even working on the maps and all the environments and all that stuff, like all that stuff is just like ready to go. I mean, this study is definitely coming handy though. I don't think I'd be able to just kind of casually draw all sorts of different clothes based on the rough pencil sketches I have in my old sketchbooks. Oh, what is this little fly? Yeah, that's why I wanted to get a close up on this hair. Yeah, one of those interesting. Not only did she have the bangs, but she also had like this kind of pineapple braided texture. So dope. All right. So yeah, this is cool. Just kind of zooming through all this stuff with just black ink for the most part, being a little more loose than in past studies. Oh yeah, see the camera's so close now. You know, like one like this, that's just like all extra details and zooming in on it, and trying to get textures and the details in the guns and all that shit. Like definitely a big difference between that and then these. But yeah. Yeah, man, we got a bit done tonight. So what was it? It was all this stuff. And then I think I started with these two. Yeah. Yeah, see, like this one was kind of pointless. I don't think I needed it. I did it to highlight the difference in, basically the shins and the shoes in the last two designs here. But it wasn't necessary. I wish I had drawn this one from a few more angles. But I think I got something on like the next page. Like this one's gonna be super cool because it has like this frilly, flowery design, kind of like a the salsa girls, the salsa dancer, like some Mexican, salsa dancing dress. And then yeah, some more dope poncho stuff here, high cowl, like some Naruto ninja stuff. Oh yeah, and then I came across this dress, and this one I was like, yo, let me focus on that. So then the whole bottom half down here is just that dress from all different angles. Just because it's so wrapped around her body in this weird way. So I was like, all right, let me draw that. And I even took these poses from earlier Bayonetta studies. Just because I knew that angle, it was something that I learned from doing these studies, is like that angle kind of captures it's like a 3/4 angle, but you see the inside and the outside of the body. So you get to see a lot of the clothing, how it looks, on all sides. Because sometimes, you get to have armor on the outside, but then not on the inside. Things like that come in handy with poses from this angle. So this dress was just so involved that it had all that going on for it. So yeah, I'll probably be jumping on that tomorrow, maybe, if we make it there. We should. Tomorrow will be another long stream. And then yeah, just some more stuff. This one's like a whole lot like a Catwoman. Who was that? Who was that Catwoman from back in the day? And then yeah, left off with these. I even threw the pink ink just so I can follow where the hair is going. This is gonna be like a big hair study because they were playing with a lot of the hair. But yeah, let me show you. So yeah, this is the book that I bought a long time ago. It's the Bayonetta 1 concept art book. And yeah. So we're finally here. Like I've gone through like all these pages kind of systematically just so I can kind of study and see all these designs, all these different clothings, colors. They had so many ideas, breaking down so much stuff. All of these, this is kind of like when I started drawing them really big, was because there's so much detail and these little drawings that I couldn't just capture at that small scale. So I was doing those for a while. And then these are a little more recent. This, love this hair. But yeah, and then this is where we're at now. So like for the last few months I've just been working on this stuff. But yeah, we're leaving off. I just finished this. This one. You can see it's just super dope. It's like a bell tower, like a flower almost. And then yeah, this one is where I'll pick up tomorrow. And then yeah, these go down, and then this is that dress that's just super, super like involved. The one that I drew like a few times over, and then you can see like this is like the Catwoman type dress. But I think that's just like like was that it's not stitches like Catwoman's like stitched up suit, but like a necklace, you know what I mean, like a metal chain. So yeah, we'll get through that. I think this, oh yeah, I started drawing all these things. I think I left off like right around here as far as the sketches go, but you can see like all of these are basically just playing with the hair at that point. And you can see how like crazy dope like all this stuff is. And that's one of the benefits of doing like digital art. Even though I do like traditional stuff, I have Photoshop also. Once I get that figured out, I'll start streaming that stuff. Um, but yeah, you could just copy and paste a pose and then just play with the figure at that point. Just play with the hair. You know, have the moon shape, the lightning bolt shape. You know, does it go this way? Does it go that way? Spider webs, you know, seashell type stuff. You know, you can do all this, but you can see like, oh, super dope. All the silhouettes that they made here. It's the same pose, but just super, super powerful. And then that's basically it before they like really find the look. And then they land here on the last page here, and then it's like, oh, okay, yeah, that's definitely the Bayonetta that we know and the one that we got in the first game. You know what I mean? With the moon crescent, the open up back, the gold streaming down, the belts kind of shooting off the sleeve. And then this is like when she does her summons. So, you know, this is a really dope book. So I'm just going to stick to doing Bayonetta as far as like this study goes. And, but yeah, they got some dope things, but this is just for like the weapons. So it's like, I really don't need that, but to do any of that stuff. But like, check that out. They got like, you know, Dark Jedi. Dark Jedi Bayo. But they had tons of ideas for her in the first game. So, you know, it's just a really, really cool book, you know. To get a fashion designer to work on concept art, like you get these really crazy, crazy drawings. Crazy designs. Just wild. Like all the different headdresses here. And that's what I mean. Like, this is why I was like, Bayonetta is going to be the one that I jump in and study. So that way when I get back to working on my characters, I have the rough sketches down. So it's like, okay, I remember those ideas. Now it's time to execute them. And then now I could just plug and play all the fabrics, all the big jackets, little jackets, big capes, little capes, hats, no hats, see-through, not see-through, all that stuff with my own characters. So that's kind of the whole study thing that we were doing. But yeah, I mean, beautiful work. And then, you know, they get to the monsters and then they're pretty, you know, they got somebody else to design these things. That's why they kind of look different. They're a little more mechanical. You know, they're just kind of drawn in. So like digital art, like your typical things. You know, like this is obviously all drawn by someone different. It's super dope still, don't get me wrong. But, you know. Yeah, I love this stuff. So I knew one day I was like, all right, you're going to get to this book and you're going to like really study things. Because I got to make props and all that stuff too sometimes. For some of these characters, if it's like important. Even stuff like this. Just like the edge of a, you know, like a light post. That's going to be like off of a building in a stage. And then they do all these little designs. It's just like, whoa. You know what I mean? So much thought goes into so much stuff. So it's like, yeah, man, I'm going to be working on concept designs for my characters and my IP for who knows. But let's switch this. Oh man, 5:48, 5:48 a.m. in the morning. I go to sleep at 6, so that's gonna be it for me tonight. I'm G Mr. Drew at G Mr. Drew on all socials. Follow, like, and subscribe. Links are in bio with my website, gmrdrew.art. Check it out. Contact me through there if you want. You can send that picture through that, clown. And then, yeah, this is just my typical sign-off stuff. I always plug, like, follow, like, subscribe, do all that stuff. G Mr. Drew everywhere. And then, you know, I got Patreon if you want commissions or anything like that. You want me to draw the Mad Hatter for you one day, I could do all that. Check out my Patreon. Starts as low as $1 a month, but then starting at $3 a month, you get annual commissions. So I offer all that. And, yeah, man, that's about it. Thanks for hanging out, clown. That was Clown Cadaver, man. That's a badass name. This is fun, man. This is kind of like where I want this to go. Like I said, I always say it's like bigger and badder. So I'm gonna try to keep up this energy, and we'll see where it goes, man. Anyways, man, love y'all. Peace. Let's not lose this video.